Good morning, YouTube. I just want to talk about a deck which is quite close to my heart, which, in my eyes, is probably the only archetype done by Konami which isn't a competitive deck. I know it was touched, in 5Ds, a couple of new cards being brought out, but I really do think that Ojamas need a bit more work. But now I'll just do a quick run through of my current Ojama deck, and we'll take it from there, I suppose. So I run the basics: 3 black, 3 green, and 3 yellow. Yeah, the standard. Then 2 red and 2 blue. Finish off my main deck. There's a Mind Mole, simply because it's 1/2 defense, which coupled with Ojamas becomes an attack, and once per turn it can't be destroyed by battle. Okay, it's probably not as good as Spirit Reaper, but it's a beast which works well with my deck. And of course, any fusion heavy deck, there is Woodsman. For spells, I run 2 countries, although thinking about it, probably should run 3. There's 2 magic, which is once again another staple for Ojamas. Only 1 hurricane. I found if you have more than 1, it's a dead draw far too often. The problem is, only running 1, you're limited to when you can use it, so it's a tricky one to get right, that. Then there's 3 polys and a super. That one works exceedingly well with magic. Then there's a solidarity, although looking at back of my deck I probably should take this out as a Woodman. Terraforming, obviously, although once again that's probably not such a great card thinking about Blue's effect. Avarice, because it's quite a monster-like deck. Typhoon, Hole, Reborn, it's just standard magic cards from there. 2 threatening roars, because Ojamas have no attack, they just die. 1 eliminating the league, once again it's a trap card that works quite well with Ojama magic. 2 trios, just to try and slow my opponent down. 2 deep prisms, a dark bribe, and 2 compulsors. More or less, once again, going back to standard traps. In my extra deck, I run 3 knights, just simply for how easy it is to get out, and 2 king. Not a particularly easy one, but it can come out quite easily in the right situation. And a Gachi, although I am looking for another 2 of these. I'm just a cheapskate, so you say. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Ojamas aren't really a competitive deck. They're more for fun, because quite frankly, without these 2 cards, they have nothing. First of all, there's Hurricane. For people who don't know Hurricane, whilst you have Ojama green, yellow and black on your side of the field, you can destroy every card your opponent controls. So it's pretty much a field nuke, which, in the right situation, it's absolutely amazing. But getting those 3 out can be tricky. You have to more or less pull off the Ojama red combo, which is you get your blue killed, hunt for a magic, Ojama magic, and the red drop the magic into the country, so you get your blue back onto the field, which activates the magic effect, which allows you to get the green, black and yellow to your hand, to then normal your red, which allows you to then special a free, hence the hurricane, the use of hurricane, which, yes, it doesn't sound that hard, but you have to have the right cards in your hand at the time to do it. Now, I just touched on the effect of this card. It is the main card for Ojamas. Without this card, you physically can't play them. It's that important. The only other thing that comes close to this usefulness is this old spell card called Sword and Shield, which more or less causes the stats to be swapped, but it's only for that one turn, so it's quite a drawback. Whereas if you have the country on the field, as long as you have an Ojama as long as there is an Ojama on the field, so it doesn't matter if you have a token on the opponent's side or the Ojama monster on your side of the field, all attack and defences are swapped permanently. Although that's a useful effect, the main effect this card's used for is this one. Once per turn, you can send one Ojama card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon one Ojama monster from your graveyard. So, as I say, you drop a magic, because it's an Ojama magic. You get all these cards to your hand, and you get to special summon a monster. It doesn't have to just be blue, you can even special summon your knights or your king from the grave. So say they got nuked by a blooming dark hole or, a sack armour. But I say, it's just really a fun deck, this. There's nothing really competitive about Ojamas, never has been, I don't think there ever will be. In my opinion, I think Konami needs to produce more cards in the interest of fun. It just seems a waste to be able to create a archetype like the Ojamas and make it more and more or less just leave it there. I can't really think of anything other than possibly the Madolchis, but even now they seem to be becoming quite competitive. It's just, I don't know. I'd love to hear people's opinion on these, but then again, if it's anything like people who around where I live, everyone will just say that, Ojamas suck, so why do you play them, blah 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 blah. Anyway, just before I go, I'd like to quickly touch on a project I'm currently working on. If I can find the cards, where they've gone to. I'm currently working on a full extended art series of Gravekeepers. Still early days, but as you can see, I've done 2 steels. One's slightly more finished than the other because you can see, just make out the detail on the gate. It's head in front of the gate. Then I've got major hues. One's just finished, the other is prepared, ready to painting. This is going to be Major Armstrong, although I need to do another 2 of him, and just make out the flowers and stuff that are going to be put into it. But as it is, once again, it's just another card that's been prepared. This is my Allure of Darkness. Although I have done the basic art extension, which is pretty much just colour it in black, going back from watching the anime again, I'm thinking of possibly doing the homunculi symbol across it, or doing vague impressions of the homunculi around it. I don't know, or possibly even doing the Philosopher's Stone in the centre. Any opinions on that would be really helpful. And lastly, this is the card I'm most proud of at the moment, my Roy Mustang Visionary. I don't know if you can quite make out the detail. He took me a good 2 hours solid work on that. Yeah, so please give me your opinions. I'd love to hear from people. Yeah. Toodaloo.